Okay, guys, welcome back. It is Punt Factor here, bringing you some more green-white Value Town. I haven't played for a little bit. I've been really busy with work, and so I'm a little bit rusty. So what that means is we're going to go ahead and jump right into a league, because that is just the smart thing to do. That is a good way to make all the punts, and it'll be great. So let me just run you by this list. I'm really kind of happy with. So I do want to take it through a league to see how I do, see if there's any adjustments I need to make. I'm running a main board Bajuka Bog, 5 forests, 1 Gavany Township, and only 3 ghost quarters. 1 Horizon Canopy. I would like to have 2, but I just don't own them. 2 plains, 2 temple gardens, and I have the full 8 fetches. I am running the full suite of 8 mana dorks, 4 Path to Exiles, 2 Scavenging Ooze. I was running 3. Felt like that was too many. Dropped down to 2. 1 Dramoka's Command, 3 Voice of Resurgence. I'm running 2 Ramanop Excavators, 3 Tireless Trackers, 4 Coursers, 4 Knight of the Reliquaries, and my flex slot here is 2 Knight of Autumns. I've been very happy with the card, and when I take it out and put it into the sideboard, I super miss it main board. So they're here to stay for now. And then I'm running the 4 Collected Companies. You'll notice I'm not running Azusa. She's not in the side. She's not in the main. I just don't really feel like she's necessary. I do see a lot of lists still run her. Maybe I just need to test more with her, but I wanted to shave space and just have more impactful threats. Because without Excavator out, she's not the greatest. So had to make sacrifices there. Onto the sideboard, I'm running kind of my hate cards that are pretty typical here. 2 Engineered, 2 Surgicals, 2 Stonies. You'll notice I'm not running any chokes. That might change just depending on how popular blue-white gets, because the new Teferi is out, and they're kind of... It definitely bumped up in the amount of play you see, along with Esper Control. So I may bring back chokes. We'll see. I am running 2 Warships. There are a lot of very aggressive decks in the format right now that we are just not fast enough. You know, we want to play the long game. We want to get the value, do the thing. And I found that without Warship, there are just some matchups you cannot win unless they fumble really hard. So, and I don't want to rely on my opponent's deck not doing what it's supposed to be doing, because that's just kind of, it feels bad for him, and it doesn't really feel good for me when I win those games. So, you know, I'm just going to bring in the 2 Warships, and they've been great for me so far. I've been very happy. I don't want to drop down to 1. I feel like I don't see it enough, so 2 is kind of where I want to be on that. Onto the fun part of the sideboard. I'm kind of trying something new. I don't know if like this entire section of the sideboard is going to stay like this, but I'm running 2 Eldritch Evolutions, which are basically just pseudo copies of these creatures, and these are kind of my silver bullets. So I have Kataki War's Wage. That's pretty obvious. I have Avid Mind Sensor, which is fantastic against Amulet Titan and other decks that just want to search for a lot of answers. Avid Mind Sensor, actually, I wouldn't mind bringing in, you know, main board, even just like as a 2 of. It's something I was considering in place of Knight. It's awesome. Eidolon Rhetoric, for obvious reasons, combo, you know, Storm, etc. Linvala has been... I just didn't realize how good this card was, and I would always see people run Linvala, and I was just like, why are we running Linvala? And then I actually played her. If you want to see the Counters Company matchup, I did really well with Linvala as well as Elves. She's awesome, and those are somewhere in my plethora of videos. You can find them where she shines. And then I am trying Cataclysmic Gearhulk, only because I've seen some people run it, and haven't really had the opportunity to use it, but I see why it's good. It's basically a Wrath effect without killing our creatures. And obviously, if we have like Tireless Tracker, when we sack our clues, it gets huge. It just seems like a cool card. So I just kind of want to try it. You'll notice I don't have any Planeswalkers. If I wanted to bring in a Planeswalker, I would probably definitely drop the Gearhulk. But we're going to run a league and see how this list does. And then we will definitely tweak from there if we have to. So let's see how we do. Join league, green white value town main, submit, 8 event tickets. So another idea, like I love the new Vivian. I love the idea of just flash creatures. So one idea I had was like I tried to run her as a 2 of in this deck. And like it felt okay. Like where she was good, it was really cool. Um, especially against like the control matchups where you're able to flash your creatures in. But I would love to find a deck where we're running her as a 4 of, almost in place of Ether Vial, and play more of like a Death and Taxes style game. Okay, so let's focus here. We'll talk more on that other deck idea. But we're actually in a league, so let's try to win, guys. So this is definitely a keep. We're gonna have our 3 mana. We have, yeah, this is definitely a keep. We're on the draw here. Hopefully our hand doesn't get ripped apart. It's not going to. Okay. So the question is, what do we fetch here? If our bird dies, I actually think I'm gonna shock down. We don't know what our opponent's on, but I want to be able to cast Path to Exile. I want to be able to cast Voice, and Night. So, I mean, I guess Voice we wouldn't be able to cast if our bird dies. This kind of smells like, yeah, Storm. Maybe? Okay, so our bird died. Let's play out another bird. Yeah, let's play out another bird. We don't want to run out Scavenging Ooze because it will just die. So if our bird gets bolted, that's just later food for our Scavenging Ooze to grow out of bolt range here. Snapcaster Bolt. Okay. Land. Perfect. So he's tapped out. Let's go ahead and fetch a forest, and let's play our knight here. Our knight will be a 4/4. Whoops. I am rusty. I'm not going to lie to you. So our knight will be a 4/4. Okay, I like that. And we have a few options next turn. I'm assuming he's just playing like Jeskai. Let's see. Let's see what he does here. 5 cards. I would like to get this voice down just because of that. Okay. Whenever you cast an sorcerer spell, target opponent or planeswalker scry when you cast your next. All right. This is interesting. Okay, so we can cast Company here. This is a tough spot. So there's a couple things we can do. We can play out Voice. No. No. We could play Company. That's really tough. That's really tough. Whenever you cast or copy an instant source spell, deals 1 damage to target opponent. I want to kill that thing and get rid of it. I think we cast Company. Not exactly what we wanted. Let's hold Knight up here. Yeah, let's go ahead and hold the Knight. It's a tough situation. So we could... Here's our options. We could basically play Scavenging Ooze and get it out of bolt range. Next turn our Knight will be really big. So we can basically path the Snapcaster and kill Rel. So what we'll do is we'll activate Knight, grab a fetch, we'll blow up Plains, get a fetch out of our deck. Knight will be... Okay, so he's probably going to try to bolt this Knight down. That's like brutal. So let's... That's so brutal. Like, that is ridiculously brutal. Do we just get rid of this? Why don't we? It'll come in tapped, it's fine. Let's just get rid of that. Two, three. So we could play Ramanop. And then we could play out... Wait, let's tap this properly. So if we play out Ramanop, I was gonna say, so if we tap like that and it gets countered, let's go here, play out our Knight. It's up twice. Maybe I should have played out Voice Knight, because every time it copies we would get tokens. I probably should have gotten Voice out a little earlier. Non-creature online card from your hand. Okay. Yeah, this damage is getting kind of serious here. Let's get this rail off the rail rail. Let's get this rail off the board. Did he play a land for turn? So right now he can snap. Nothing relevant. Okay. What are we doing? So this is definitely a game where choke would be awesome. There's a path, not really what we want. So do we want to go ahead and... Let's try to get down Courser. And I do want to get this voice down. So 1, 2... Let's just try to slam the voice. I have no idea what he can't cryptic us. So we're definitely going to get rid of that rail this turn. Unless he has a bolt in hand. Click. Yeah, we're definitely going to path the click here. Because we are not going to have that happen. We need to get rid of this rail, and I can't have him killing one of our creatures. Alright, so Skews is good here. So let's... Do we kill Narset as well? I kind of feel like we do. Because I don't want... I mean... Oh, okay, we got there. I was going to say, I don't want, like, Narset digging 4 cards deep every turn. Okay, so... We don't really have things to bring in for this. I mean, maybe Surgical? Maybe. Like, I'm not a huge fan of bringing Surgical in against the control. Probably take out Dramoka's command. Engineer Explosives doesn't matter. We could take out a Path. I like keeping some number in case they're running, like... I mean, I guess he's not running Colonnades, but we did see Vendilion click. Actually, maybe keeping all 4 paths in. I almost feel like Excavator doesn't matter much. To drop. And we could bring in, like... just Linvala as a beater. Right? Like, does that matter? Or, like... So we saw Vendilion click. Yeah, maybe like let's just bring in a Knave and Mind Sensor. I mean, he doesn't search much, but like it's a flyer. We can hit it off Collected Company because I would hate to like miss Linvala off Coco. Bog's good. I think that's kind of what we want to do. Oh wait, no, I can't. No, 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 no. No, not 61 cards. Oh god. All right, it's fine. So let's keep this because we have a lot of gas in this hand actually, and we can cast a voice on two, which is nice. Mana Dork? No, that's nice. 61 cards. I don't know what I was thinking. That's okay. So we're not casting anything, huh? So let's go ahead and just try to run one of these out since we have an extra one. Okay, that's a good sign. Cool. Perfect. I can get behind that. Bolt it. Oh. I think I had that happen before where like the opponent just wasn't thinking and just like bolted it on my turn. I was like, oh, that's good. I'll take that. Okay, so honestly, if he taps out, I'd almost want to just drop another voice instead of this other knight. Or instead of one of these knights. Only because that's going to be a huge pain for him to have to play. Okay. Yeah, we have 3 knights. Why don't we... Or what do we want to do here? Do we want to drop a knight? Or do we want to drop... So we have a 4/4 knight. Yeah, let's drop a knight here and start getting some power on the board. I'll probably keep knight up. It depends, because we can like instant speed Bajuka Bog him if he snaps. I mean, he would only be snapping to get rid of our voice token, but like if I drop my other voice of Resurgence and swing in with a 3/3, so we would be at, he'd be taking down to 11 or 12 with insurance. That's really weird. So he tapped out. That's strange. So what do we want to do? Do we want to get more power on the board? So we 5. I hate to just like, we have to get this off though. Well, we definitely know we're playing this. So we could play a voice and have a 3/3. We'd have 8 power on board, which would be a 2-turn clock. But we won't be able to instant speed Bajuka Bog. I mean, we're going to have to swing in with the knight here. Do we go another knight? I think so. That's unfortunate that we have to spend all of this time attacking Rel. I don't even know if that was like a necessary attack because we could have just had him on a 2-turn. But I don't want him to like cryptic bounce and then be able to copy it because that's just like obnoxious. You may choose not to untap shackles during your gain control of target creature with power less than or equal to the number of islands you control. Less than or equal to 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. That's obnoxious. Okay, so 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2. Whoops. Let's play a knight. Let's play a voice. Pass turn here. That's an interesting card. So we definitely have answers to it. One, two, three, four, five. And he just concedes. All right, guys. Cool. That was a weird little brew there, but I give him credit for like playing something interesting. Just didn't quite work out for him. So, yeah, that was round 1, guys. Good start, and this is Punt Factor. More to come.